Hello, this is Carolyn from Carolyn's Cakes, and today I'm going to show you how to make this Frozen Fever birthday cake. First, we're going to start off with an 8-inch round cake. I'm going to icing it. Place your other 8-inch on top. Now I'm going to roll out some blue fondant to go over my 8-inch cakes. Once the fondant is large enough to drape over the cake, drape it. Smooth all your edges with your fondant smoother. And cut all the excess fondant off. I'm going to take my 6-inch board, place my cake on top of that, and I'm going to do the same thing that I did to the first cake. Put some powdered sugar down so the fondant doesn't stick. Now drape your fondant over your 6-inch. Now that both cakes are covered with fondant, I'm ready to stack my cakes. So for support for my cakes, I use plastic dowels. I insert the dowel. Use a gourmet writing marker to mark my dowel and cut it to size. Then I measure all the other dowels I'll need with that one dowel that I cut. Now that I have my 5 supporting dowels for my cake, I insert them. It will support my 6-inch cake that I'm going to put on top. Put a little bit of frosting. There you have your tiered cake. To make my sunflowers for the Frozen Fever cake, I use some brown fondant and cut out the centers. Get my yellow fondant for the flower. Make sure to put some powdered sugar on your surface so it won't stick. Take your flower cut out, push it through. You need to use a little bit of water to stick it. You can make these as singles or doubles. I like doubling these ones to give it a little bit more volume. Now I'm going to put some trim around the bottom of the 6-inch cake. in between the two layers, I'm just going to roll out my fondant to like a shoelace. Now for my pattern around the cake, I have some cheater tools. It has a little design on it and it's going to make an impression into my fondant. I press nice firmly. Now I'm going to roll my fondant very, very thin. I'm going to make a swag from on the bottom tier, and the same way, the same technique, thin fondant, wet the fondant, and just measure your distance. Now that I have all the swag on the cake, I'm going to add my sunflowers, put a little bit of water. I printed off a picture of the frozen girls and I laminated it. I'm going to put some royal icing on the back of the image so it sticks to the fondant. I'm going to slide the image in. Before I do any more, I'm going to put a pattern into the trim that I put on the cake. Now with the fondant sunflowers that I made, I'm going to put some water and stick them on to the fondant and to the photo. And this little girl is turning 6. So I'm going to put some more royal icing. I prepared ahead of time a number 6 made out of fondant with some wooden skewers in it. And I let it sit overnight so it becomes nice and firm. And then I put it into the cake. Now that I have that in place, I can use the rest of my sunflowers that I made, and I can use the sunflowers to decorate the top of my cake as well. And there you have the Frozen Fever birthday cake.